5 o'clock, boys.
Yeah.
Afternoon. What a fine Parramatta day it is today. Hey, Wombats.
Speak up.
Can you hear me, mate? Yeah. Anybody here, Wombat?
No?
Nah. No, mate. We can hear. We can see you. Your lips
How
are
about
moving. That's better, mate.
That's better?
Yeah.
Yep.
Volume.
Settings.
Hey, what a beautiful afternoon it is today.
Oh, God, Parramatta won.
Obviously.
You know
In
what?
you hear the hooping and hollering.
And guess what? James is on his way back to Caboolture. Probably very sad right now with his little Manly shirt there, driving along. Do I feel for him? No, not at all. No. So, Paul, we're waiting for Paul to turn up. I'll send him a link. Hey, Scott. James is there. We'll start off with Wombat, mate. How's your week been, mate?
Pretty hectic with work, but that's normal.
That's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jim, can you email me, Jason at Outlaw Paints, mate, and I will send you the link right now, mate, because we talked about that last week. So, yeah, I'm still waiting for that email, mate. So if you can do that, that'd be great, and I'll send you the link straight away. I see you put up that video, mate. You've got quite a collection now.
Just a couple there.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to the comparison. I really am. I mean, you've sprayed both, but you'll get you'll be able to show the difference between everything there. So that's pretty cool. Love what you've done with your hair for the show, mate. Very good.
I try.
Mate, I think you should part it to the left a bit, but Bilge, you want to put your head in the shot, mate, or we're just going to see your beard and your nose?
Yep.
Tilt it up a bit, buddy. People want to see your beautiful head. That's it. How's your week been, mate? What have you been up to besides work?
3/8 of F4.
Okay. So did you put effort into that?
Just a little bit. Actually had a
good,
Sparky come out and have a look on Friday, so once he puts the price in, we'll know more.
Mate, he's already put a price in just to have a look.
I put it this way, from what he spat at me, it was close to what I expected. So I
Mate,
think
as soon as he answered your phone call, it cost you money.
Oh, you didn't answer my phone call.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
that's good. You might have some electricity.
Yeah, hopefully. No. Go lay down,
And Paul.
Yes.
What about you, mate? What have you been up to?
Well, not a lot. I'm retired.
Well, I suppose you still got to do things.
Well, basically, it's look after mum, look after the house, run it to the doctors. Yeah, all that boring stuff.
Oh, right. So you're pretty much 24/7.
Yeah.
Okay, glad you got spare time.
Yeah, only been doing it now for 4 years.
Yeah. Oh, mate, that caps off to you, mate. Caps off.
Well, can't have done it too well. Lost Dad last year, so.
Yeah, but that's not your fault.
No, 94. He was all right.
Yeah, mate. Very good innings. I see that we've got Pete hanging in there. I'm just going to check my email. Jim, have you sent me an email, buddy? It'd be really good to have you on, mate, to keep you awake there in Chicago. That'd be really good. So I had a fairly darn busy week. Most work Bilge has done all week. I hope, Pete, if you can let us know in chat, mate, if you're okay to turn up next weekend. Bit of a guest appearance, that'd be great. I've got a little bit, haven't done all the editing yet on the Lancaster, but I have made some progress. I've just got to remember where I put the progress. Hang on. Oh, there it is. So with this little baby, this
Everything all right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
yeah, so Mr. Toyota, good to see you, mate.
All right.
It's only the 172, but
I'm sorry.
I'm taking it up a couple of levels. So I've got little 408 motors coming. I have already, I'll show you my little landing lights. I'm going, no, not landing lights, targeting lights for the Dam Buster. Hey, Chuck, good to see you, buddy. Let's see if we go here. Right there and there, maybe back to front. So there we go.
Oh, yeah. Nice
Be
and bright.
close together.
Well, basically, it's a 172, and I'm hollowing out some 2mm, and those lights they'll sit up under and they'll target down. So that's the go with that. I've got nav lights on it as well, and identification lights as well. Jim, I'm going to refresh my inbox here, mate. Chasing it. I noticed Wombat on Wombat on your Instagram, mate. You've been researching.
Yes. So, on. Darwin Spitfires. So it's one fighter wing up in Darwin in 43. So as I said, I'll probably be doing the 5C as either a 452 or a 457 squadron aircraft, and then just got Spitfire 5C versus the 0. So that's the
nice.
Osprey one, I think it is. Swifter battle. So number 72 squadron RAF in action, and 4 aces. So that's 4 RAAF aircrew aces of World War II. And I've also got another one down there for another project that I'm looking at. So where are we? So Nicky Bar. So that's from where were they? They were posted around, I can't even remember now. I've read it before. North Africa. About 3940. So I've got a couple of Kitty Hawks and Warhawks and Tomahawks coming for that one.
Okay, very good. Yeah. And what are you up to there, Paul? Besides looking like you've actually gone hammer and tong on that build?
Hang on, is that working? Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is, mate. We can see the Mark V sitting there. You've gone next level with a bit of ammo in there, mate.
Just putting the cannon in.
Okay.
Not gonna go do the wing guns or the 250 cals that we put in them. Or was that the Mark 8?
That was the 8, I believe. But I've been known to be wrong many times. Very many. And Bill, what are you up to there, buddy? Whereabouts?
I'm on the second page of the book.
Oh, very nicely done, mate. Very nice.
And I'm currently playing funny buggers with the photo etch harness, which is
Okay.
first attempt. So if I mute, there's a reason why.
Okay. Well, I've got all my cutouts there ready to go. I'm going to be masking up in just a second. I've got to keep an eye on this chat and everything. Got all my paints there, ready to rock and roll. Everything's in, been primed. It's on the. I got my icky sticky rack during the week. Check that out, boys.
Wow.
Yeah.
Doesn't look that big in the pictures.
Mate, it is. It's all good, Sam. All good. I'm glad you got the link at least, but what are we having for dinner tonight? And why weren't we all invited? Yeah, so it comes with 2 size alligator clips, plenty of holes. I've actually left the plastic covering on it because I'm thinking, well, what if I put it in the booth? Keep traveling, James. And you spray that way. You're not going to get any overspray or any chemicals on it. And one day it'll be that full of holes that you just take it off, but protect it for the moment. And then after that, I was thinking maybe the next step to keep it nice and fresh would be maybe some white contact or something. You're only going through a thin bit of plastic. They've got a pointy end on the alligator clip, so
Cling wrap.
cling wrap, mate. That's another idea. So yeah, that's all good and well. We've got Easter next weekend. I'm not sure if you guys are available. That's great. If you're not, we might miss it next weekend. You might have family and everything over. So
yeah, I'm going to be up at the brother-in-law's for 3 days.
yeah. And how about you, Paul?
Should have Sunday off.
Yeah, you got a Sunday off?
Yeah, going up to see the grandkids and family on Saturday.
Okay, very good. And build?
Nowhere to go, nothing to do.
Okay. That's just a lifestyle for the rich and famous.
Yep.
Well, we might actually, just take it off next week. I know, with James will have family and that, all the kids and that. Heads up, Tim did well. He came 8th out of a heap of people, so in both finals. So it's really well done.
It is a good effort.
Yeah.
Well done.
What else? Yeah, Wombat, I'm looking forward to your next few videos, mate. No. Oh, no, I really am, mate. And I've used every one of those products you're about to display, right?
Yep.
And I wouldn't just because of Outlaw, I don't go Outlaw's the best. I call it the best and say it's the best because out of all the products I've used, I've found it to be the best. You being non-sponsored, you being just a normal citizen, you can go, yep, this works better, that doesn't work better.
Oh, look, I'm not out to bullshit anyone, so yeah.
No.
Be totally
I'm
honest.
going to refresh to see if we can get Jim. Yeah, mate, that's the best part. I want that's just what I'm after, like it's like Scale Armor on Instagram and Replicate and a few of the guys in the States. Like these are modelers, you dream to be like, or have the skills like. And when I get their compliments, Adam is here. Very good. Where is he? So, Adam, are you Mr. Toyota driver, or I believe that'd be you? Adam, he's up a bit north from me. Lovely human being. Were they packed well enough for you, Wayne?
Yeah, no, that was really good. No
You
complaints
enjoyed
at
the
all there, Jess. Love that stuff.
Email me, Jim. Email me. You've got to email me. Jason at Outlaw Paints. Sam, enjoy your bottle of wine, your self-sourcing pudding, your roast lamb baked veggie and gravy with the mint sauce. Very good. And James, safe travels there, mate. You can just eat humble pie. As Go for it painting. How are you, champion? How are you, mate? Good to see you. Yeah, we got 14 on. I'm not sure about likes or thumbs up. Doesn't matter to me. They'll come for it. The Daily Talk Show. What's that on your bench there, Wombat?
That it was my wife's cousin used to do a daily talk show. He and his mates, they're in video production.
Yep.
And they were doing it every single day.
Right,
they ended
cool.
up getting 1,000 shows. Over COVID, they were running 2 a day. But they gave it away a little while ago just to focus on the business. So, yeah, but rep them. I've got the cap, got the hoodie, got the stickers. So
Very good. And I'm looking at the center of your cutting mat there. Is that for when you? Yeah, that's for when you're doing all your videography and.
Yeah, it's just my little aiming point.
Center point.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Well, I have just received a message from Jim. Let me see if this is it. I don't think I've cut and pasted. Jim, just hit that link, mate, when you receive the email, and I will add you to the stream. Aha. So Mr. Toyota Driver 75 is a guy called Adam. And a very nice human being. Could do with a better haircut. Could learn to drive a Mitsubishi Pajero, but we all have faults.
Why?
I reject the reality and substitute my own. I like his rule.
Oh, my goodness. No, I did have an NH back in the day, and it was a rig to be reckoned with. It was a bloody great rig, and we don't want to hear what happened to the death of it. It wasn't under my hands. Here we go. You guys ready to make some noise for young Jim?
Can try.
This seems Wombat. I think he's copied your hairstyle, buddy. You guys ready to make some noise for young Jim? Who's got Jim? Have you got YouTube on?
Hello, everyone. Good morning from Chicago.
Jim,
Jim
turn your
from
YouTube
Sydney.
off.
Hello, everyone. Good morning from Chicago.
Yep. Who's got YouTube on? Yeah, Jim, you got to kill your YouTube, buddy.
Okay.
Okay, is that better?
No, mate, you got some feedback there.
Okay,
We've
is that
got
better?
rid of the echo. Maybe drop your mic level or point your mic away from you. That's better. Yep.
How's that? Is that
I
any
don't
better
know,
now?
mate. That is
Bonza.
awesome. Mate, welcome.
Am I coming through at all? Can you guys hear me?
We can, mate.
Clear.
Wayne, put your head up next to Jim's.
You sure you want me to do that?
Mate, it's just to be like twins.
How's that?
Yeah, Jimmy, have a look. Beautiful hairstyles. Hey?
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, mate. Yeah.
Okay, very good. I pardon me. I had it wrong. I had the wrong speakers on and the wrong speakers off. Now I got it right. So thank you for having me, guys. Welcome. Good morning to everyone. This a little after 2 here in Chicago.
Sweet home, Chicago.
Yes, sir. If you give me a minute, I got to get my computer moved a little closer to my model bench. I'm not set up where it is right now. I can show you what I'm
You're
working
right,
on.
mate.
If you give me a minute, I can be with you.
You're right, mate. Get some gloss clear on that too.
Thanks a lot. Okay, be right with you.
Righto, mate. So, Paul, what's your week besides being such a caring person? Having in store for you, mate.
Just pull a kit out and build it.
Okay, righto.
I'm still decaling the SR71.
Yep.
I went cross-eyed doing that, so I thought I'd have a rest.
Righto.
Hooked into the Spitfire. And I've got a car to do as well.
Oh, yeah. Nice. That's your daily driver, isn't it?
I wish. The one I got's thirsty enough.
So has everybody done that so far? Done the drill out?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What about you, Bill? You're holy as well? Yeah. Very good.
Can't see it once you drill them.
Hey?
You're right, Buff. Go.
Yeah, that little air hose connector, that photo edge piece. I swear I was tidying everything up, and I had 2 separate tubs, so for part A, part B kind of thing. And I'm looking at it like, for the life of me, I couldn't find it, and I've tapped it out in some white paper, which didn't really work that well for me. But when I was tapping, it must have actually gone onto the blue decal paper, and the light, one of the LEDs, just caught a glimpse of it because I'm like, oh, thank God there's 2 kits in this. You know? And I found it. I was like, woo. So that was a bit of a win.
That's all right. I just spent 5 minutes trying to find the shoulder straps I dropped.
Is that what your head was on the ground for?
Yeah.
Well, you got 2 spare sets in the other box.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I plan to build both of them too.
Hey, did you see Pete did the unboxing of the Mark 1?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that was initially, it was supposed to be Hibbo and Pete doing that one initially. So, yeah, where are we here? I'm thinking that's where I'm at. Yep. There's that one there. Oh, we got that one there. Good. Yeah.
Yeah, well, basically, what I've got now is what I've done in the last 2 days since last Sunday.
Mate, well done. Great. Bloody top job, mate.
I even had to, you know, that piece that goes on top of the 2 tanks? That little tiny U-shaped piece?
Yep. That's the
Yeah,
airline, yep.
I ended up drilling for that.
Yeah, I had to replace mine.
I did notice in some research I did, because I thought grey, you know, like,
Yeah,
but they definitely are grey. And that was on, I saw some video footage of it, of an original Mark V. Around the bands on it, the holding, like where they be attached to the aircraft, it is a aluminium that it is.
yeah.
All right, well, I can easily touch that up.
So, and it is only it is 2 bands. There's one for each. So yeah.
How many times do you lose the little red handle?
What's that, mate?
How many times have you lost the little red handle?
Oh, I haven't.
Yeah, PE21. I lost it twice. Managed to find it twice.
And if you go 3 times builds, the good thing is you can't see it once the cockpit's in the fuselage.
Yeah, I pretty much, you know,
Oh, yes, you can.
realised that once it's all buttoned up, the 2.5, 3 days that I've spent on it.
Just a heads up for everybody. Don't worry about the rudder straps.
Why is that, mate?
You'll never see them.
Oh, you mean the rudder pedals?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm going to do them anyway. At least I know they're there.
Yeah, true, but the last time I did them was in the Blenheim. It's only because it had a glass nose on it.
Oh, yeah.
Mate, so, Jim, show us what you're building, mate.
Right here, guys. Sorry, I was just trying to mess with my audio level, but I guess I can't get to it. Anyway, this is, I don't know, can I?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's good, mate. Yeah, we can see it.
there it is. You might recognize the box, maybe not. This is a very old model. Let me get it off. There you go.
Ooh.
That this is roughly the mid
G6.
70s. So I bought this at a swap meet about 2000, and I finally got around to building it after I created a list of the things I have in my stash that I want to build, and I've been meaning to, and this old bird is one of them. And so this is what I'm doing up to this point. I've got her almost done, and she's getting there. So this is my what's going on with me on one bench. On another bench, I've got an armor model. I build one aircraft, one armor model. Go back and forth between the two. I'm getting up there in years, so I'm trying to increase my production as while my hands and eyes are still working. So, yeah, this is it. Messerschmitt BF-109 G6, and so an opponent to your Spitfires. But I'm in the group build. I made it. So thanks for having me, by the way, guys.
Well, mate, we're very happy to have you here, mate. You've been always sitting in the background, always being part of everything before we did a group build anyway. But you're always there for us, and we appreciate it, mate.
Wait 1 minute. I'll be right back, Jason. Let me show you something else I was working on. I used your paints on it. Hold on.
Okay. Look out. Hold on to your butts. What are we doing here?
I'm just going to mute for a second while I make a coffee.
Oh, you're making enough for everybody?
thanks. I got mine already, but appreciate the offer.
Yeah.
Gotta have it when you're up at 2 a.m. Anyway, here's your Outlaw paints. This is the batch you sent me when I won the Dragon M3 half track in the 2023 Models for Heroes Australian auction. You sent along this and 5 other bottles of paint, or 4 other bottles of paint. I love this stuff. These are
the models I sent you.
Yes, sir. Yes, I've got it in my closet. I'll have to get it out. I can show you. But this paint is literally pour and paint. Put it in the airbrush, spray it, and it works. I love it. You hit on a winner there. But here it is.
Thanks,
this is the model I used to paint it. It's an old another old model, a P40. This one's painted up like the what's it called? The Aleutian Tiger, the son of the Flying Tiger, Claire Chenault. His son John Chenault was a major. He flew in the 11th Air Force in Alaska, in the Aleutian Islands, I should say. And this is I've always wanted to do this model, so because I love the tiger on the nose. It's awesome. So you guys want to Google it sometime? Take a look at the real airplane. The whole squadron was done up like this, I think. But that's your paint. Looks beautiful.
Yeah, mate, that's bloody amazing. It really is.
Well, thanks a lot. This stuff is amazing. I love it. It's I got the link to Rob's Hobby Shop. Is that where it is? The one in Arkansas, the man who just opened up.
Yeah, Bob's Hobby Shop and RC.
That's it. Yes, sir. I got it, both his YouTube channel and his email address. So I'll be reaching out for more product. And he did a preview of the shipment he received from you and from Icky Sticky, and an incredible amount of tools and things like that Icky Sticky makes. I didn't realize what their inventory is until I saw him unveil it all. So
okay, everybody, Icky Sticky up, Icky Sticky up. Everybody, come on back. Build. We're waiting on you. Build.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Go. Oh, I can tell you what. That was nearly a full bottle until I tipped everything out of it. All over my mouth. Was great.
Well, just don't leave the lid off overnight.
Yeah, true. Bill, you might want to turn your microphone on if you're going to talk, buddy.
I thought I was trying to glue, mate. That's why I was swearing at you.
Well, thank God the microphone was off.
Yeah.
Mate, Jim, that's stunning, mate.
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks a lot.
Could you please take some photographs of that and send them to me, email them to me, and I'll put them on the Outlaw Paints website in the gallery.
Oh, sure. Okay. My pleasure. I will definitely do that for you. Yeah. Just send it to your email address, the one you sent me.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
Okay, great. Give me a minute. I'm going to put this back in the display case. I'll be right back, guys.
Cool. Paul's got his LJ sitting proudly on the bench there.
Oh, I should have brought the VC over.
Paul's got his racks of Outlaw. How many you got, Paul?
Last count, it was 93.
Oh, Wayne's got him.
Yeah, 111.
But about 30 empty bottles.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And Wayne, mate, as soon as I get a chance, mate, I'll get that spreadsheet so you can cross-reference what you've got.
Yeah, that'd be great.
You're going to need a bigger shelf.
Tell me about it. I know. I've got holidays coming up after Easter. I'm planning on trying to get the garage cleaned out and then moving everything out into the garage and having a setup out there.
Looking forward to that, mate. Jim, just to let you know, if you email Ed, Bob's Hobby Shop and RC, if you go on my website, check out what you'd like, right?
Okay.
He's going to import it, but he needs a pre-order first. So if you said you want X amount, you want this color, this color, this color, this color, you let him know, you fix him up, and I just send it over, mate.
I see. Okay.
So once a month at the start, he's going to be doing that. So he'll say, what are we? At the start of this month, he'll start taking the pre-orders for Outlaw because he's got another lot going on the way. And so you can say you want this military, that military, whatever you need. And then, yeah, you just let him know.
Okay. Good. Thank you. Thank you very much. I will definitely do that because I saw a lot of neat stuff from Icky Sticky, and I do want to increase my inventory of Outlaw paints for sure. You sent some nice colors, but yeah, I'd like to get some specific ones. I got a couple of planes I want to build in Aussie markings anyway, so I'm going to need to order some of the World War II camo colors.
Yep.
Only one color.
Right. Yeah, what is that? Forest green or something? I forget.
Foliage green.
That's it. Foliage green. Thank you.
Anything after 1944 was painted in foliage green.
That's right. Yes, a friend of mine did the Tamiya Bowfighter in some really cool Aussie markings. I'll tell you what, I'll have him snap a photo of that and include that with my airplane and send it to you guys so you can see it. It looks beautiful. Anyway, this is my other model. Can you see? Is it coming?
Yeah, we can see it, mate. Yeah, you might just want a bit more light on it, mate, because it's a bit dark there. You're wearing a black shirt, and
yeah. Let's see if I can get some more light in here. I've got some basic desk lamps as my workbench light. Maybe that's why my eyes are going, huh?
I don't know. Your setup's probably better than mine. I've got an old tank light and a jerry rig desk light.
Can you see that? Is that better now?
Yeah, we can, Jim.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
There it is. It's the Tamiya Achilles M10 tank destroyer.
Very good, mate.
Yeah.
Righty.
So it's been a pleasure to build. These things are awesome. I love these new generation Tamiya kits. For a guy like me who can be all thumbs at times, these kits really help the modeler enjoy the experience much better. Literally comes apart like an onion. You just pop it off. I can take.
You've been watching Shrek too much.
My daughters were watching Shrek this morning. We had the
There you go.
That is awesome, mate. That is your detail is great.
Thank you very much. I been building since I was let's see, I'm 59. I've been building since I was 12. Built my first model, and so I'm definitely an old timer when it comes to the hobby. But yeah, I love dressing up armor kits. So.
Beautifully done, Paul.
Yes.
You want to bring that up a bit closer to the screen, mate, so we can see it?
Got the Anson.
Yes, mate.
That's all in Outlaw.
Oh, it looks great.
Wow, mate. That is stunning. Can you please email me photos?
Yeah, when I get the aerial stuck back on. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, that'd be nice, mate. I don't bloody second-hand models on my bloody gallery. I could put yours up there, just missing the aerial. Hey, Marvel, how are you, big fella? Jimmy's on.
I mostly build RAAF aircraft.
Yeah, it looks great. I love it. It looks like it's in Coastal Command colors. I'm guessing the Australians used the same pattern the Brits did for their Coastal Command aircraft.
Well, that's the scheme out of the Airfix box, but with the Outlaw paints. But it was an experimental scheme. I don't think we ever used it. Okay.
Well, it looks great. I love it. Wonderful.
Unlike the 60s and 70s when we used everything and experimented with everything.
Well, some people may have.
Well, not me. I think my parents did because I turned up in the world. No, that is top shot. That is really great.
Shit.
Yeah, so I'm hoping Pete hasn't got a busy Sunday afternoon. Not next weekend. We'll get him maybe the weekend after, but yeah, so we can all catch up with Pete and see how he's going over there in Thailand.
I tuned into his live chat. At 4 o'clock this afternoon, 4 o'clock this afternoon for me, which was yesterday afternoon. Seeing it's now almost 12 hours later, but I forget what time. I can kind of follow where you guys are at. I guess I think you're like 15 hours ahead of me here in the Midwest of the United States, but we moved our clocks ahead, so it may be reduced by an hour. But I'm all messed up when it comes to trying to follow what time Peter's on in Thailand. Because
he's 4 hours behind us.
About 4 hours, okay. But how many time zones go across Australia?
3. Or 3.5. 3.5 if you include daylight saving.
Yeah, so in Queensland right now.
Tasmania.
We're in Queensland right now.
25 years behind.
It's 20 to 6 p.m. here in Queensland. It's 20 to 5.
20 to 7 in Victoria.
20 to 7 in New South Wales and Victoria.
The normal states.
Oh, really? Seriously?
Well, somebody had to say it.
Well, you should really look at your prescription medicine you're taking because I think it's affected you.
It has probably.
Wow. Right, put that one down.
Bloody hell.
Oh, this is another outlaw one.
What's that, mate?
This is another outlaw paints. When you first did the American lot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. TBF. Nice.
Harry's here.
George W's.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What carrier did he? The San Jacinto, I think he flew from some little escort carrier or something like that.
He spent most of the time in the water, didn't he?
Outlaw as well.
Yeah. So
Jim, Bill just got one up there for you.
Yes, sir.
That's all outlaw as well.
Yeah. Is that the Eduard kit?
No. It's I think it's
Hobby Boss.
Yeah.
Hang on, we'll go snap.
So if we can look down the bottom there, guys. Oh yeah, that's brilliant too.
Oh yeah, nice.
There's this guy. Is he Michigan? I think I was speaking to him. Another James. That's the link. I put it already in the comments. Restorations for You is the name of his YouTube site. You'll see it come along there, Jim, and everybody else. Can you guys go and sub to him because we're supporting him, like sponsoring him, but he's paying postage and everything. But like his work,
holy shit!
Wow, it blows you away. Like he just did the General Lee, and he gave me a thank you, and I'm like, for what? The only advice I gave him, because you see many of these restoration stuff videos, and I noticed on his before this one, there was no music, so it was like going to a rock concert on mute. So I just said, mate, throw some sort of music in that fits what you're building, because he's working.
GT40 looks awesome,
mate. You've got to watch a whole video, and he'll be using exclusively Outlaw.
I'm just flicking through the pictures.
How about you, Jimmy? You having a flick?
I'm not seeing what you guys are seeing.
Restorations for You.
Restoration for You.
You'll see it on the bottom. What the ticker tape there?
Oh, the ticker. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was looking in the chat. I thought it was somebody sent a link. Okay.
I'll paste it again. I think. Here we go.
Okay.
There you go.
For You.
There you go, Jim.
Oh, okay. Thanks. All right. Let me take a look at this. Hold on a second. I'll jump in on that. You'll pardon me, guys. I'm such a dunce when it comes to handling software and computers. I hardly know anything about them. So when I was checking in, I didn't even know if I was live or I was the audio or anything. I'm just a klutz when it comes to handling this stuff.
Just to keep up with this, I'm going to use 2 computers.
Wow. aren't we special there?
Ah, laptop for the chat, so I can watch it as well.
Hey, I'm using 2 phones and a tablet.
Well, Bill.
Are you using the phones on the same channel again?
No, one phone's on chat. I was just looking at restoration for you. And the tablet's recording.
I'll be right back, guys. Hold on.
You know, Jude, let him know in the chat that I sent you, because just to give him, he's got 15,000 heaps of views. Like he's
The quick look I had then, the work's amazing.
Oh, mate, and it can only get better because he does a lot of the 3D printing part, like his spare parts for it himself.
I hate him already.
Yeah, you just want to beat him up. But I stayed up till about 2 a.m. or 1:30, 1:45. We had a chat from midnight just so we could talk. And lovely guy in his mid-40s, very dedicated.
A young fella.
Yeah. Those whippersnappers. Mate, if you're classing yourself as a pup, nobody's picking you up from the pound, okay? They're going, that dog ain't going to last this long.
Oh, he is a pup.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this dog can still hunt.
This dog can still hunt.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now on my phone, and yeah, it's incredible stuff. Holy cow!
Yeah,
It's
so,
like they're models and not real cars. Incredible.
well, he asked me about putting the rebel flag on the top, right? Because in this new woke world that this offends, that offends, I said, mate, if they take offense to that, do you really need those kind of people watching your videos?
Well, I'll tell you this: as far as what the here in the States, where it seems like I can walk around the corner and offend someone just by the way I took my last stride.
No, mate, no, it's a reflection off your head.
That's all right. Believe me, that's okay. The rebel flag is kind of like what the swastika is in parts of Europe. It's very, very sensitive and creates it's a hot spot here in America.
Wow.
And people have their opinions for and against. For instance, the rebel flag, you guys probably know a little U.S. history here. It represented CSA, Confederate States of America, during the American Civil War.
Yep.
A lot of states after the war maintained that flag as part of their state flag, like Georgia and other states. Pardon me to anyone if I'm wrong about what states in particular carried it and they're watching this. Please excuse me. Don't mean to rub anybody the wrong way, but it's very controversial. A lot of statues of Civil War generals that fought for the Confederacy are being taken down and removed.
Yeah, so that.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
It's a lot. It's a real hot topic. I mean, it all revolves around slavery, and America's living with the guilt of it and how they're dealing with it. You know, some almost 200 years on since, over 150 years since the Emancipation Proclamation. So it's all part of life in the States, and like a lot of things when it comes to hotspot topics, I just walk my own way and keep my mouth shut. Go ahead, Jason. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I've got a fair bit of American history under my belt. Do you know the main slave traders were African Americans?
They were Africans.
Yeah. You mean the ones who delivered the goods to the ships?
Yeah.
Across the Atlantic. Yes. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, the Africans enslaved their own people.
Yes.
Hang on now, and I think with the world, nobody can go. Everybody goes, "Oh, what happened then?" And it's your fault, and you can't change history.
Oh, I agree.
You can live better.
You can, yeah.
And you can learn from it. But
Yeah, that's
That's
what
some of the stuff that was done here under the Union Jack
right.
way back in the day.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean,
Yes,
I've got a few friends that, because of what's happened to their ancestors, they don't like the Union Jack.
yeah, we
It's
talk
like-
a lot about
I can
the
understand that.
stolen generation here, but we don't mention the white stolen generation.
No. I think
Right.
um,
A loaf of bread.
I think you look at everything that's going on and like the swastika and all that. We're supposed to learn from history,
I agree.
not to repeat it. And I could go to the newsagents and say, "Look, last week you didn't give me the winning Powerball numbers."
I say that to him every time.
Yeah, but you've actually got to give them money and enter the competition, mate. Sorry.
I do. One day I'll break even.
Yeah, how's 2040 sound? 2050?
Going once?
I
going twice?
prefer 2030. Then I could maybe enjoy some of it.
Mate, that'll be the best $2.50 you ever get to spend.
I've told my kids what I'm doing when I win Lotto.
And not to be contacted?
No, they've all laughed at me. I said I'm buying a leopard tank.
Mate, well, there's it. Hey, everybody needs one.
Yeah, just in case of road rage.
Yeah. Mate, you need one to go through the shopping centre.
Well, I did buy the 4-wheel drive so I could handle the potholes.
You just need to do what old mate done over in the States with that D9 dozer and a bunch of armor plate.
Yep, I remember that. And I also remember a guy. It was in
The one
San
that stole
Diego.
the tank.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. He, I think he went through his town he lived in. He went dozing through one building after another. I do remember that now. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
mate, he went hard.
Yeah. He went off the deep end. There was a man years before that stole. He was a former Vietnam vet. I think he went a little cuckoo, and he stole and got into. I think it was either an M48 or an M60 tank, and he was driving through the streets of San Diego, running over cars. Got onto the main express high freeway out there. Got himself stuck on the median, and the police actually had to fire into the vehicle to disable.
Yeah, I
this.
saw that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and he wound up dying from his gunshot wounds. But yeah, he was literally taking the town by storm. I mean, what are you going to do with a 60-ton tank? You going to throw a roadblock in front of it? So yeah, it's a pretty powerful weapon. I've been meaning to ask. I watch the Australian Armor and Artillery Museum channel every week. I love
Great channel.
the work they do. Where are they located?
Cairns.
Yeah.
Queensland.
It's in Queensland. Okay. And
Right
Queensland
up the top.
is in the northeast corner of Australia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Above New South Wales and a bit further from Victoria.
A lot further, mate.
Yeah.
Hey, let Mexico alone.
I should have my map of Australia out so I know what I'm looking at.
Well, you got to remember it takes 4 days to drive across.
What?
And if
driven
you want to
across
do
it
it
in 4 days.
properly, take 3 months.
Take a year.
My old boy can do it in 3 months.
We're going to set up border patrol. We're going to build a wall soon.
Yeah.
It's going to be a wall.
What, a New South Wales proof fence?
No, we're just going to, mate, we're going left, right, and centre, mate. You guys aren't coming back up here. It's funny how it's
Oh,
funny.
that's all right. The roads will be
During
safe.
COVID, you all come up here. Yeah.
What, when we retire?
Oh. Jim's looking at Queensland. So
I got the coming up right now. Yeah, I'm Google.
So what you're looking at, where Cairns is up the top there, I grew up that area as a kid.
Okay.
Very tropical. Tropical climate. You get wet and it doesn't rain.
and it's a long drive to the top.
Well, I was talking to me dad the other day, and I haven't been up there decades, and he said I wouldn't want to go back there. It's all bitumen. Like we used to take a few days to get up to Cooktown because it was just all bull dust.
Oh, okay, I got you. All right, you
I
guys are
remember
on.
when the motherboard track was just two wheel marks in the sand or in the dirt.
You know,
Now it's all bitumen.
yeah, it's all bituminized all the way up. Like,
Oh wow. Okay, you guys are. See, I grew up reading war books, and it started with the Pacific War. So when I started reading about the Battle of Coral Sea,
yep,
and Port Moresby and New Guinea, that's what got me into geography as a kid. And I didn't get any credit for this, but when I was in 7th grade, I drew a map of the Pacific with the America west coast on the right and Japan and Asia mainland on the left. And I put all the islands in on my desk, and all where all the naval battles and all the big landings were fought. And my teacher had me sand the desk down because he said I was vandalizing school property. So I didn't get credit for it. It got me into war books, which got me into building models. I started, reading about all these weapons and airplanes like Spitfires, and then seeing films like the Battle of Britain and The Longest Day and Tora. So I started building models, and I've been building them ever since, and I've been reading history books ever since. So, but I'm
Terrible, isn't it?
yeah, Jim, have you watched the movie called Danger Close?
Oh yeah, you got to watch that one, Jim.
Pardon me, Jason. What'd you say?
A movie called Danger Close.
No,
What?
I have not. I'll make a
You
note.
need to watch that as a must-watch video.
Okay.
That and the Kokoda trial. You want to know about Australian military men?
Yes, the Kokoda. Yes, right.
Watch
Yeah.
those two movies, Danger Close
Okay.
and
Yeah,
Kokoda
Danger
Trial.
Close is where the Australian soldiers call in. What is it? Howitzer bombardment on their own location.
On their own
Monique's
location.
here.
Yeah.
Monique has turned up. Everybody, icky sticky up. Icky sticky up. Everybody, icky sticky. Come on, let's go.
I'll be right back. I
Monique
gotta
is
get
here.
mine.
Come on, Paul. Even Jim's got some icky sticky.
Oh, wait up. I've got something better. Something better.
You want to see your tissues? That's icky sticky. Oh, look at that. He's got a sticker.
And they even got the little pickup pen, the one that you can pick up the
Wax pencil.
parts with. Yeah,
Again.
that's it.
I keep forgetting to order that.
As to be seen in this week's upcoming Aussie Scale model video, the icky sticky painting clip base with alligator clips.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Can't have enough of those, I'll tell you that. Especially when you're
And
painting.
the lollies are to die for.
Yeah, well, mate, I'd really like to say the lollies are bloody brilliant, but
You don't get to eat them.
yeah, no, I don't. Got Mrs. Outlaw, bang. Oh, Monique loves me more than you. Okay. I had 4 packets. 4. Had being the word. Had 4 packets.
I gave mine to my youngest daughter.
Oh, you're just a sharer, aren't you? Well, hang on. Everybody, let's give Wayne a clap. Come on. Beautiful
Thanks,
man. Come on,
Chase.
Paul. Bring it in for him. Wayne, Australian of the Year. Father of the Year.
Oh, come on. I like his video.
Hey, which one?
Yeah.
The test you're going to do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
I'm
definitely
going
have
to
to
make a cup of you two. You lot. Hang on.
I'm going to make a cup of tea.
Well, then you guys talk amongst yourselves.
Well, I have a question for everyone here. What part of Australia is everyone in Queensland I'm talking to here?
No, I'm in Victoria.
You got
Okay.
3 states here: Vicky, New South, and Queensland.
Okay.
Of course,
hold
Paulie
on.
and I outrank them as Welshmen.
Technically, I am. An original
But
orchard.
if I want to go back to my grassroots, I'm a Mallee boy, born and bred.
Okay, I see it. Okay, so it's one Queensland, New South Wales, and then Victoria down where Melbourne is. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, we're
I'm
all on the
learning.
eastern coast.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
My family, yeah. You know how a lot of Americans say their family came over on the Mayflower?
So I've heard. Yeah.
My family came over on the first fleet. Not of choice.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, that's how Australia was first used for. Is the Botany Bay, I think it was the
Dumping ground.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it was a penis colony. I mean, a penal colony.
Yeah.
I knew that one was coming somewhere. I knew that was.
Captain Arthur Phillips sailed into Botany Bay, looked to his left and said, "Oh, that's a good place for an airport."
Well, I'll tell you what. I'd love to visit Australia. You talk about
You're more than
somewhere I've
welcome.
never been before. That's where I'd like to go. I mean, the more I watch those guys at the Australian Artillery and Armor Museum, the more I want to go there. I mean, I used to be a machinist. Nothing like what those guys do. No, nowhere near their level. I was just
They
a
are
machinist.
awesome fabricators.
But they are true pros. And
I like how one of the top ones there, the older fella, is a carpenter.
oh yeah, Daryl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his son's a fitter.
Yeah, and he's got so much knowledge about the vehicles he's working on too. He was the guy who pretty much was the go-to man as far as the history of the Grant tank they restored.
Yeah. You know how many grants they've got now?
I think about 4, right? They took them from a collection
Picked up.
yard.
Yeah, picked up 4 in Melbourne, but they got six stored up in the paddock out behind the museum.
Are they all from that man? They got them from Melbourne?
No, they've had them for years. They just have a paddock that's out the back somewhere.
Yeah.
Go up in the ute and, we need that suspension system.
Right. Yeah.
Unbolt it. Because most of the grants that we had in Australia were turned into farm vehicles.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, the ones they pulled out of the weeds in Melbourne look like they've been there for a while. And you know what I noticed on those things is that the suspension is like a later war design from what I'm used to seeing on grants. The ones like the Brits used in North Africa.
Yeah.
It's a little bit nerdy of me to say it, but I'm an armor geek, especially World War II.
Yeah, our grants never served overseas either.
Oh, so they came right from the U.S. to Australia?
Yes, they were used as training vehicles.
Okay, I see. That explains it. All right.
But
okay.
everything that they thought of while training, like the chicken wire that they put over it, the mesh they put on top of them.
It's chain link fence.
Cyclone fence, basically, to stop grenades going down the hatches.
Right. Yeah.
That was just it was made up here.
That's that's a useful thing to have, especially in if you're fighting in a built up area, a town or a village or something like that, or even mountain passes where people can throw things down. Yeah. Good
I think
idea.
they got it when they were playing cricket.
Yeah. Hey, Jim.
Somebody threw a wide and bounced off a tag. Well, we better cover that.
Jim, you like biscuits? Not
Cookies.
I don't know what you call them in the States, like biscuits, cream pill biscuits.
Yeah.
You
guys got Tim Tams, right?
Yes.
Yep.
There they are. Yeah. We were just talking about that last weekend on the Models for Heroes. John Marley had Tim Tams.
That's them, baby.
We
Perfect for coffee.
They were. They looked delicious. I would love some with my Joe right now. And the Brits had hobnobs.
Yeah, they got nothing. The Poms have got nothing.
Yeah, well, that's what the conversation started turning into. It's like ours is better than
Can't
yours.
go past the Anzac, Vicky.
This is where I live. This is one of our ports. That's Gladstone, Queensland.
Okay.
Actually,
So
my daughter's got back
this
to
is
Gladstone.
Gladstone News. So we have 110 years of Gladstone ports. We've got a few shows coming, comedy festivals. That's I don't know if you can see that. That's one of our foreshores.
Oh, very nice.
That's the ocean out there. So we've got, we're right on the bottom of the Great Barrier Reef. We've got a maritime museum. We've got parklands. We've got fishing, turtle nesting. We've got great fishing comps here, salt water. And here's one for you, Paul. Mate, you could colour in the Easter Bunny, buddy. Look at that. There's the colouring competition for you.
We've got to get back.
Thanks, Jason. Yeah, I'd have to paint it red and green.
Yeah, but I wouldn't if I was you. How'd you go the other night, buddy? Come on.
Yeah, 3 losses.
Yeah, but what was the score in the final loss?
I don't know, but he didn't show up for the game.
Mate, the under 7s could have
The under 5s could have beaten them.
yeah, and they could have been 5 players down at least. But
Under 5 girls.
mate, I'll make it easy for you. I'll put numbers on it.
Yeah, but make sure they match the colour.
Oh, maybe.
Hey, at
And
least
don't do
Storm
a
had
home
a win.
roll on me.
But yeah, so we get a thing like that, a magazine once a month, and for our town here. We're a industrial kind of town, but the industry's more away from us, but that's where the hub. So, and Adam down the bottom, Queensland. You need to watch. Do you like your NFL, Jim?
Yes, I do. I do watch occasionally, not as much as I used to, but yes, I do. Chicago Bears are my team. That's where I was born. So,
have you watched the game of rugby league?
I love rugby. I wish I could
Rugby
find
league.
Not
it.
rugby. Not
Not
rugby,
rugby?
Jim.
Okay.
It's called rugby league or just league. There's
Okay.
2 different kinds of games: rugby league and rugby union. Rugby rugby union is referred to as rugby.
Okay. Okay.
Rugby league is NRL, National Rugby League. They had it in Vegas the other day, about 3 weeks ago.
I like the
Yeah,
game because it's constant action. It keeps
Yeah,
moving.
there's
Doesn't-
No pads.
no pads, no helmet,
Right.
no offense, no defense. Everybody has to play that role. And
Right.
you have the same size and smaller players running at the same size NFL players at the same speeds.
Right.
With
Yeah,
no break.
what was I going to say is, oh my gosh. Oh yeah. I believe our football came from a combination of soccer and rugby. We even have some of the names that go touchdown. You know, that's where that comes. I believe that's a rugby term. I think, right?
No,
No.
try.
Try. Well, that's when they kick, right?
No. A try is when the ball
When you-
is placed on the ground over the try line.
The try line. Okay, that's what we call the goal line. Okay.
Yeah, the goal line. So
So you got to try to get it.
Yeah.
So
Right.
where in NFL you can just be over the line with the ball.
Right.
In union and league, the ball has to touch the ground.
Thus the word. I guess that's where the word touchdown came from. I'm assuming because
Which
see
I
that.
can't work out because they don't put the ball on the ground in
It wouldn't
NFL.
count. It wouldn't count as a score in
No.
rugby if it wasn't
No.
touchdown. Okay.
No.
If it hasn't, it's got to be grounded and be under control.
Okay.
And in
I
player
used to,
team.
years ago when cable TV first came to the Chicagoland area, the local sports cable station used to show a game called Australian Rules Football, as it was
Real
described.
football.
No better game in the world than AFL.
Real football.
Yeah, I mean, it's great that they made a game that people of confused sexuality could play.
There are no rules.
Spoken
They
like
basically
two
run
people
around
who
saying,
truly
"Give it
live."
to me, give it to me."
Go play hide and go yourself. Huh?
Yeah. No, hey, I mean, AFL, I got nothing wrong with it. They're tough men, and they are big men, and they run like the wind.
Fit, says the fat bastard sitting in the top.
What's that, bud?
I said they are fit, says this fat bastard sitting in the chair.
Well, I wouldn't call you fat. I'd just call you ample.
Thank you.
Yeah.
To use Gabriel Iglesias' term, fluffy.
Fluffy.
Well, I had a bloke at work that used
Oh,
to call
they're
me my
fluffy.
rotund little buddy. I never
Yeah,
argue
and
with
here
him
I am.
because he served a long tan.
I'll say this about sports around the world. In America, we seem to think that unless either we invented it, which we didn't, like baseball is a combination of cricket and rounders. Hockey we got from Canada. Football, well, we were just talking about that, what it's turned into here. But Americans have a tendency to ignore the rest of the world in a lot of ways. And sports, for the most part, in countries like Australia and England, are ignored. And I mean, like even motorsports is a certain crowd and appeals to a certain portion of the population. It's popular in terms of like NASCAR, but Formula One and other forms of motorsports, primarily European based, are just not followed a whole lot outside of
Hang on, that was on here today, wasn't it?
Yeah, don't give me the results, but I want to know. But like, I'm a big NASCAR fan. Like,
Yeah, right. I got you.
yeah,
that's
like,
usually
yeah,
popular.
I got you, Monique. I
Yeah.
understand you.
Oh, the
I
Intimidator.
love Dale.
Oh
Miss
yeah,
him.
I remember watching his last race that was the Daytona 500.
Yep.
And
he died on the last lap, and he was protecting Dale Jr., who was ahead of him, and Mikey Waltrip.
well, the shocking thing is the way he died. It was such a quick snap of the head, and he was gone. It was a total shocker. I don't think anybody knew it until they got him.
I watched it live. I didn't go to work that day. I couldn't cope with it, and I know now it sounds soft, but I'd watched Dale since I was 6 years of age. His last words to his pit crew before he went back out on the last pit stop was somebody was going to die here today. And that morning, actually leading up a few weeks, the harms device had been developed, and he refused to wear it, saying it restricted this and restricted that. And he had a basal skull fracture where basically his skull came out of his spine. And I saw Dale walk away from accidents that nobody should ever walk away from. And in that accident, when he went back, when he came down off the wall back to the infield, and I'm watching, and then when they came on and said we lost Dale on the last lap at turn 4, couldn't believe it. I remember watching Junior go to the hospital. Yeah, so that blew me away. He was our Peter Brock. Like, we had a guy called Peter Brock.
Peter Brock. Okay.
Right. So if you ever watch Bathurst,
can you fill me in on Peter Brock?
V8
One true Brock.
There was better than Dickie.
He was like Dale Earnhardt.
Oh, okay. Race car driver.
He even gave Moffat a run.
He was as big as Dale Earnhardt it was in the States in Australia.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you ever watch, there's a race we have called the Bathurst 1000, and Darrell Waltrip went for a run with Jason.
Oh yeah, I love that video. It scared the shit out of him.
Darrell Waltrip was having kittens. He said, I've lost my lunch and I haven't even had any.
What classification racing is that?
It is. So if you look up Bathurst,
V8 supercars.
Darrell
Not so
Waltrip.
super anymore.
They don't go around in circles. They go around.
They turn left and right.
Is it a circuit race?
Yeah,
Yes.
but it's on a mountain.
Oh, okay.
Mount Panorama. So
Look
look
up
up
Bathurst.
Darrell Waltrip. Darrell Waltrip.
I think you should show it, Jason.
V8. What's that?
Yeah, you got something you
I
can.
think you should show it.
Yeah,
Look it up. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, hang on, mate. I'll see how I can do this.
Okay, hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a refill on my coffee.
Yeah, hang on. I'll just move this over here. Yeah, well, Darrell Waltrip, Bathurst reaction.
This is the only thing my ex ever bought me that I've ever kept.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hang on. I'll go full screen there.
And it's never come out of the box.
Oh, I sold one of them, mate. Yeah, I sold one. Some bloke bought it off me for 160 odd bucks.
And I do have Scafie's VT upstairs with his signature on it. A good Central Coast boy.
Oh, we'll wait till Jimmy gets back.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, it's a pleasure having him here, isn't it?
Yeah. Educating him.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Every time
We
he
can
mentions
try.
Chicago, I keep going to Blues Brothers.
yeah, that's every time I see Chicago. Yeah,
Yeah, Blues Brothers.
greatest. When I was in the Passer, we used to have Tuesday movie night Blues Brothers.
Right, I'm just going up to check on Mum.
All right, mate. Well, we'll educate him when he comes back.
Okay,
And welcome back. All right, mate. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Turn your volume up a bit, and then here you go. I'll press play. Can you hear it?
No, I can't. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not picking it up.
Hang on. You got it?
Nope.
Still nothing, Buff.
Hang on.
Oh, here it comes. Okay, now I'm seeing it. Got it.
There we go.
Just lost my lunch. I didn't even have any. This is a geological oddity. This right here is what's crazy. This is crazy. What was that speaking? This is the toughest thing I've ever done. Oh, God, we left the ground again. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. I give out. Arms are broken. I'm dying. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Hang on.
He's hanging off the
He
grim
didn't see
fucking
where
line.
I'm going, and he ain't slowing down.
His eyes
Oh,
look
my
like dinner
gosh.
plate.
Oh, no, the dipper. The old dipper.
It sounds like my grandfather on a roller coaster ride.
Wait till he hits Conrad.
Mercy. No, Jason. No, easy, Jason. Unbelievable. Down
He's
in
Conrad.
the dip. Boom. This is going to hurt. 200 miles a damn hour. Oh, crap. Oh, my gosh. I have never been on a ride like this in my life. That's good, buddy. Back her down. Quit playing around. I don't know how much grip they got, but it'll break your neck up to that. It's hell corner. It's hell corner. Not hell corner. This part, I hate the corkscrew. The corkscrew is dumb. Who put this on the race? You can't race on a track like this. Take me home, Jake. Holy crap. Oh, get rolling.
Oh, you're kidding. This circuit's been called many things, but a geological oddity by DW. He's down there with Mark Larkham.
I gotta say, Matty, I've been coming here a long time, Darryl, and that is the most entertaining piece of television I've seen come out of this place.
I was in shock. See, I talked to Jason. I thought he's a level guy. You know, he just seemed like a solid mate, you know, somebody you could depend upon. And so I thought we were just going to go out and take a little cruise, you know, go up to Mountain Straight and look at some turns and some parks. There's parks up there and maybe a little look over the edge up at Skyline, you know, and what in the heck is an elbow doing in the race? But anyway, so when we took off pit road, I knew I'd made a big mistake because when he put that helmet on, he turned into Superman.
I've got to ask you, President, to put it in perspective. I mean, Darrell's to us Peter Brock and Dick Johnson in their own country, and as a racer, I'm really interested to hear your perspective of the V8 supercar. You've driven it all. You've won 84 NASCAR races, 3 titles. What do you think about our jiggers?
I love these cars. Marcus Ambrose came to America to race, and when I saw Marcus race on a road course, I said, this dude he's one of the best, maybe the best I've ever seen in a stock car on the road course. I said, I'd like to see where he came from. I'd like to meet some of the guys he raced with. And so the opportunity to come here to Bathurst, which this race in the racing world, all over the world, this is one of the biggest races you'll ever go to. This racetrack, television doesn't do it justice. You don't see the elevation changes. You don't see how tight the turns are and how blind they are, and how blindingly quick you come down the Conrad straightaway into the chase right here. I mean, this is an amazing racetrack. And the guys that do well here, there's one reason why they do well here. They respect this joint. And you better have that in your mind when you start the race.
Well, you've actually told us, well, we've got some verbiage from you that we've never heard before. You've told us stuff about the track that we didn't know. Let's just run through a couple of the key items, Darrell. I'd love to go through. This is a geological oddity.
Well, it's just, of course, I'm in another part of the world, so geologically, I don't know where I am. But if I had to go around this track, I would say I was lost because I had no idea where I was going or what I was doing.
I hate the corkscrew. The corkscrew is dumb.
Oh, my God.
The corkscrew's in Laguna Seca in America.
Well, I know it is, but, you call it the dipper. I call it the corkscrew. I always wondered. I've never been to Laguna Seca to do the corkscrews. I always wonder what that feels like. I now know it will scare the hell out of it. Oh, no. That's another corner. That's over here. I forgot.
Hell corner.
Yeah, it's over here.
My favourite. I just lost my lunch and didn't even have any.
Well, again, I was so surprised. I walked around and I talked to Kim and Brad Jones. They're buddies of mine they've been to America a few times. And I talked to them and I looked old Jason over and I said, solid lad. He ought to have a good head on his shoulders. And really and truly, I thought we were just going for a little ride.
Look, can I say it's a pleasure to have you here, and we want to swap notes up.
Beautiful. Love it. I wouldn't mind a ride through that thing. I think I'd be saying the same things, but man, that's a hell of a fun ride as long as I'm not doing the driving.
And that's actually a public road. That's public course, like a road. So
closed once a year.
Jason, can you say that you public? You mean you could take any car on that you want?
Yeah. So that's normal. That's a normal road every day of the week.
51 weeks a year, or is it 50 weeks a year? It's a public road. And then for the Bathurst 1000, they close it and turn it into a racetrack.
Ah, okay. Wow.
It's the best maintained road in New South Wales.
Wouldn't mind taking my
bloody maintained road in New South Wales.
Well, look, Pete's just gotten, what's this? We're just sharing with Jim about, we're talking models and NASCAR and all sorts of stuff and racing and that. And Jim, we're just sharing with him. I mean, didn't you used to go when you were delivering windscreens out Bathurst Way, Pete?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
there you go, Bilge.
What?
So that there, Jim, is what they call the last of the big bangers.
I need a handkerchief. I actually
known as 05.
I actually have the not the race car, but I've actually got that model of car sitting in my garage. VK car.
We love Bilge.
Okay.
So, you know how they have restrictor plates? You got restrictor plate racing in NASCAR?
Yeah, on the big tracks, I think they do. I'm not really into it too much. I believe the restrictor plates are like Daytona, Talladega.
Yeah.
The big tracks where they used to do 200 miles an hour. They've had to slow those things down because, well, you watch it, Jason. I'm sure you remember seeing those things go airborne.
It was great.
They get so much lift underneath them at those speeds. They had to find some way of trying to slow them down, so they put the restrictor plates on. And that's been around a while, I think, right?
Yeah, that Holden Commodore there, they didn't have restrictor plates. They weren't restricted. You just made them go as fast as you can.
Yeah, Waltrip said they were doing 200 miles per hour. I'm assuming he was
they
converting
300 kilometers an hour down Conrad.
320.
Yeah. The 320. Okay.
320 kilometers an hour. So
Back
60
when they were-
miles an hour is 100K. There you go.
Right. Yeah. We used to in cycling. I used to do what they call a metric century, which is 62 miles. It's 100K. Or not 100K. 100.
100
yeah.
kilometers.
Yeah. 100 kilometers. Yeah. That's it. We in the late 70s, our president, I think his name was Carter.
Jimmy Carter.
Yes, he had us in he had the national education system, start teaching metrics in schools across the nation. So in the late 70s, when I started high school, I was learning how simple the metric system really is. And for a numbers challenged guy like me that can't do math in my head, going by tens is a lot easier than 12s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I measure, like when I'm doing model work, I flip the ruler over and measure in centimeters and millimeters instead of eighths and 64ths and 12ths and everything else of an inch. That stuff boggles my mind. I never did really learn how to read a ruler in standard because metric is so much easier.
Yeah, it just makes sense.
How do you think I felt, Jim, when I started my trade? We just gone to the metric system. But because we were doing mainly American aircraft, we had to convert
the standard
everything back to inches.
Right.
Inches.
Imperial. That's the word. Yeah. Imperial. Yeah.
We were also working on European aircraft, which were all metric. But our machines were imperial, so we had to convert all the time.
Wow. What did you do? What was your occupation, Paul?
I was a fitter machinist at Hawker de Havilland.
Okay. That's a pretty
left
serious
school
work.
and started rebuilding aircraft engines.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I just worked in machine shops doing welding and basic punch and break operations for about 15 years. And I would have liked to have gone to school for certification in welding because I found that to be the thing I liked most. But we did real welding. We just did MIG welding, and on certain parts, no stress bearing or anything like that. But I did work with some guys who were some professional welders. Those guys knew all kinds of stuff: aluminum welding, aircraft welding, stress welding, all the stuff I never learned. So that's why I like watching those Aussies rebuild tanks in their museum because I love seeing that kind of stuff.
It's got me stuff how much MIG wire they must do. Got me stuff how much MIG wire they go through.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, just doing they're working on that Panzer III that they're trying to put back together, the one that the crew blew up, and all the plates are all screwed up, and they're trying to flatten it and straighten it out.
Wasn't that on a gunnery range as well?
I'm not sure about the history. You're talking about the Panzer III, the Stug.
Yeah. I think what's used, it was either that or that French car was used for target practice.
Yeah,
the Panhard was used for target practice.
Right. Yeah, you're right, Bilge. Yeah. Because they had two of those, and they were picking parts off the one that was the most beat up to build up the one. I think that they I don't know. Did they finish that?
It's still ongoing.
Yeah.
I liked it when they went to Poland.
Yes, that's
to
incredible.
The Tiger Museum.
Yeah,
the
I know.
Stuff they've got over there.
Yeah, and the work those guys do. I mean, they are serious metal restorers. But that's where they're located. They're literally digging stuff up from the First World War and the wars of edged weapons right there in that area of Poland, Germany, and Eastern Europe. It's just like centuries of battlefields, and I think that there was a Panther that was pulled out of a creek or something like that was discovered about, what was it, 20 years ago or something?
Wasn't that a T-34?
Oh, yes. The most recent one, yes. Yes, you're right.
They found it in a river.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They dragged it out and cleaned it up and started the bloody thing.
Right. Yeah. In fact, those guys in Poland, they're the ones who got that JS2 Stalin that they started up for them. You remember that?
Yeah.
When the two guys were visiting, when they were picking up parts from the in Poland, Yeah, those guys there, they are total serious professionals, and it's incredible stuff they have. I mean, I would love to visit there. I think I could spend all day like a kid in a candy store looking around at what they got.
Yeah, another one I watch is Mr. Hughes. Mr. Hughes.
Mr. Hughes. Is that a YouTube channel?
An English one.
Okay, I'll look that up. I gotta write that down because I want to check that out too.
They restore a lot of British armor.
Oh, very good. I like the model British armor.
They're currently restoring one of the test vehicles that the British did, where they put a 120 millimeter cannon on us. I think it's a Centurion chassis.
Okay.
The FV4005, I think it was.
Hey, Wombat.
Yeah.
Mate, I need to get some details from you so we can have this stream on your channel as well, mate.
Oh, yeah, I did think of that about 2 minutes before we started.
That's okay. So, and that way, mate, you'll be able to use this platform, and you can use it anytime, mate. You just log in and.
Yep. Sounds good.
Yep.
I'll be in touch.
Yep, mate, that'd be great. What else is doing? Oh, we just at the 1 hour and 30-minute mark. Pete's still rocked in there. 8 minutes ago? It was good to see him. 9 minutes ago.
He must be still by the pool.
Oh, I reckon, mate. He's having a hard time over there. I think we should all send him a care package.
We send him some chirping frogs, Jason.
Yeah, some chirping frogs. Yeah, right.
I'll send him some dysentery.
I remember when he said that. I every time I thought about that, I cracked up in laughter. Just I could be driving in traffic and I could think of chirping frogs. I
think he was hearing the chirping frogs after eating the magic mushrooms.
Some rain.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah,
well, gentlemen, I think we'll wrap it up at 1.5 hours this week. We'll take next week off, and
all right, I'll start on the next Spitfire by then.
Hey,
I'll start on the next Spitfire by then.
Oh, well, aren't we clever?
No, I just have a lot of time on my hands,
mate. That's what porn-up's for.
That gets boring after a while.
Close your eyes; it's all better.
But I did order another kit off eBay.
Well done. What did you get, mate?
An Airfix 172nd Angel Interceptor.
Very nice, mate.
So I've got them shoulder straps on.
Oh, that's
very
good.
Good.
And
the aircraft from Captain Scarlet, if nobody knows.
Oh, well done.
Working instrument panel.
I'm old.
You are, mate. Sorry, that came out loud. But
that's
guys,
all right.
Absolute pleasure.
It's been a great stream, thank you.
We'll hook up in 2 weeks. Yeah, mate, Wayne. I'll catch up next couple of weeks, buddy. We'll get this sorted. And again, to you, your families, Jim, thank you very much for joining us, mate, at this wee hour of the morning over there.
Thanks very much for having me, guys. It's a pleasure and a privilege. So,
mate, we feel the same. We really do. It's great to get another world perspective and see what other guys are doing overseas. I'm going to try and get Ed on, and maybe James. We can get him on as the restoration guy, so that'd be great. So, Scott, to everybody in chat, thank you so very much. Adam, Sam for turning up. Pete, stay safe. Monique, thank you again for your wonderful products and support of the hobby. And James, hopefully you're very close to getting home safe as well, mate. But to you guys, again, to your families, may you have a safe and happy Easter. And I'll catch up with you all in 2 weeks' time.
Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Bye, everyone.
Next time.
Take care, guys. And, everybody stay safe and stay safe at Easter.
Thank you, Jason.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys.